Hello, my name is Deborah, and I am with Armstrong Empowerment Coaching. And I'm so glad that you're here with me. I want to thank all my subscribers that started with me in 2021. I want to thank the new subscribers that are with me in 2022. Those of you that have been with me for a while, you know that every week I produce a newsletter called Wisdom Wednesday. The newsletter is designed to help people develop their self-discovery, their courage, and their strength. And you also will know that each week I have a different topic that I talk about. Well, there's going to be a slight change to the newsletter starting with this newsletter in 2022, and that is that instead of having a written format for a newsletter, I'm actually going to be using a video. My reasoning for doing that is so that I can be more personal with you and also that you get to know me a little bit better. And I'm hoping that, for those of you that may see and learn more about my characteristics and my stand on certain things, that you might trust me enough to decide to become one of my clients in my coaching sessions. For those of you that want to check me out a little bit more, I encourage you to click on the link before. Sign up for a free 30-minute coaching session with me. And if you like it, then please join me down the road. I truly appreciate that. Thank you. So now going forward. So tonight we're going to talk about heroes or dreamers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you a little bit, give you a couple of examples about a hero as well as a dreamer. I'm also going to talk about their traits, and I'm going to talk up to you about SMART goals. So I want you to ask yourself this question. The question is, are you a hero or are you a dreamer? Some of you may be saying, I'm both. That's great. Others of you may be saying, I don't know. That's great as well. Because I'm hoping at the conclusion of this video, you'll be able to determine which one you are going to be. So let's begin. So when you think about a hero, you think about a person that's admired for being courageous. These are people that will achieve an act that is not necessarily viewed as being a selfish act. They'll see that there's a need out there and they'll go forth and do it. They don't think it through. They just see a need and they perform whatever needs to be performed. Examples of people that are heroes are people just like you and I. They could be your classmate, your neighbor. They could be a community leader. They just saw that something happened. For instance, an example could be like when COVID, and that there's certain facilities or medical facilities that have such a high caseload that it may draw medical specialists from throughout the states to going to their facility to help them out. There may be also other people that may try to pull a child out of a burning car. There's other people like Desmond Tutu, who just recently passed away, who basically was known as a hero because he helped end apartheid in South Africa. Some of the traits that a hero will have is that they have courage, they have integrity, they are honest, they're inspirational, they're brave, and they're determined. These people are not looking for accolades. They just saw a need and performed it. On the other hand, when you think about a dreamer is somebody that's not easily recognizable. These are people that will dream and think about the end results of something. They will perform tasks that's going to help them to achieve their goal. They do have passion in what they want to accomplish, just like the hero did. But these are people that are not necessarily looking for accolades from other people. People that are dreamers because they feel like they have a noble calling, or that what they're trying to pursue is their life purpose. In some cases, these pursuing their life purpose starts as a result of a dream that they had. Did you know that people dream 4 to 6 times a night? I know I didn't know that until I did the research, because oftentimes we don't remember our dreams, but we do dream. And did you know that most of the people, when they do dream, they're dreaming about falling or hurting themselves. The percentage of people that are dreaming about their noble calling or their life purposes is a very low percentage. It's even a lower percentage of people that will actually pursue their dreams. That percentage is 8%. And some of you may be saying, oh my God, this is so doom and gloom. No, it's not. Because for some of you, it may be something like a strength power that says, you know what? I'm going to show them that that's not correct, because I'm going to be a person that's going to pursue my dream. And for that, I say, yeah, go for it, because I'm a dreamer and I've been fortunate in pursuing my dreams. And they have been hard work. I'm not going to lie to you, but it has been so rewarding in the end. So never give up on your dreams. That's just my little soapbox for the day. Also, when you think about dreamers, you think about people that are intentional. They're doing something because they want to be able to sustain whatever they're trying to do. And so when you are a person that wants to sustain it, and you're a person that is purpose driven, then what you're going to do is you're going to develop goals. But you realize you just can't develop any type of goal. You're going to have to develop what we call SMART goals. SMART goals are something that is developed by Fortune 500 companies. They're developed by nonprofit agencies. They're developed by people in churches. They're developed by people that just want to sustain their career. You can also use a SMART goal even for your personal life, which I totally encourage for you to do as well. So let me tell you what a SMART goal is. A SMART goal is, the word SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, or you can say attainable, realistic, and timely. The reason why SMART goals are so valuable to have is because they hold you accountable. So for those of you that are like me, able to get distracted really easily, I like to challenge you to develop a SMART goal, because that's going to help you to stay on target. It also serves as an action plan. Dreamers that use these goals basically have characteristics such as they believe in themselves. They also realize that they have a very clear vision of what they're trying to accomplish in their life. And they're going to help to search for people that's going to help them fulfill their dreams. They also will help themselves by educating themselves and being able to pursue the things in life that they want to do. You want to be careful, though, as a dreamer. You want to accept the fact that failure does come with that, because sometimes it's so easy to get sidetracked that we want to give up. And you can't give up. And just because failure may occur does not mean that you're not successful. It just means that you learn what not to do. So when you try that task again, you'll do something different. Another thing about dreamers is that you don't want to necessarily, especially at the beginning or anytime in your purpose, your life purpose, give your power to somebody else to the point that they're making the decisions for you. When you do that, you're really allowing that person to live their dream through you instead of you living your dream through them. Understand? Yeah, it's kind of complicated a little bit, but I had to think about that one several times myself. But it's so easy to do that. You also want to say that when you're utilizing a SMART goal, you want to work on one goal at a time. We're not super people. We can only do one thing at a time. We can only put one foot ahead of the other foot. Okay, so just start off with one at a time. You want to also realize that you don't want to be so quick. You don't want to pay your $200 and pass go and say, oh, I got this goal together. No, take time out. Really dig deep inside to be able to develop these SMART goals. Don't just look at the surface and say, oh, I want to do this and call it a day. No, really get more specific about it. And so there's certain questions that dreamers that want to sustain their goals will ask themselves. And I want to just share with you an example of some of the questions to ask yourself. To begin with, you want to ask yourself, is my dream specific enough, or is my goal specific enough? You notice I'm using the words dream and goal interchangeably, okay? Also, you want to ask yourself, what measurement tool will I use? You know, some people use polls, other people use surveys. For those that maybe have extra funding, they might pay for some type of measurement tool. You want to ask yourself, what steps must I take to achieve or attain my goal? That's part of what we would call that action plan. Then you want to ask yourself, is my goal relevant to what I'm trying to accomplish or trying to achieve? Or is it relevant just to me? Is it something that I really feel that I can do? Some people use the word realistic. Is it a realistic goal for me? Example of that, let's say you want to be a neuroscientist, but let's say you haven't gone to school to be able to learn that trade. So you might have a goal that I want to become a neuroscientist. Well, then how are you going to do that? You know, what steps do you need to take to be able to do that? And if you're not willing to take those steps, then I would like to suggest that you find another goal or change that goal to something that you can actually achieve. That's a little bit more realistic for you. Because if your goals are not meaningful to you, if you can't connect with your goals, then they're just a bunch of words on a piece of paper or something that you wrote on your laptop or put in your phone, notes that you have in your phone. They have to be meaningful to you. Everything in life should be meaningful to you in order for you to accomplish whatever it is that you're desiring to accomplish. Then you want to ask yourself, what time frame do I want to accomplish this goal? And the reason why that is so important to you, because if you just have a generic goal that says, I want to become a neuroscientist, and you don't put a time frame for it, you may find yourself spending 20 years of your time working towards becoming a neuroscientist. So that's why you have to have the time frame on it. I want you to also know that the goals that you write need to be personal. In other words, use these two words, I will, and fill in the blank. Because when you make it personal, it's like a form of investment for yourself. You're investing in yourself to being able to accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. And goals do not have to be 100 words long, okay? You start where you're at. And the more you keep writing goals, SMART goals, the more that you will find yourself writing more and more and more, or even tweaking your writing a little bit. So I have a generic goal here that I would like to share with you. And the goal is, I will begin to believe in myself by saying 2 times a day that I am marvelous. So we have to start somewhere. There's a goal for your personal life, and there's a goal for your dreams. I would suggest that you do both, because it's going to help you to be able to grow. And I also wanted to let you know that you can always change your goals, because if you find that something's not working for you, then go ahead and change it so that it works for you. Be very careful who you invite as part of your network team. Make sure that they're on your team. Make sure they're there to help you, not to help themselves. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just sharing with you some experience that I've had in pursuing my dreams that sometimes can hurt your dream down the road. So with that being said, I ask you the question, are you a hero or are you a dreamer? Thank you. And for those of you that want to subscribe and sign up for a free coaching session, don't forget to click on the link below. Have a wonderful day. And you know what? You are so marvelous. Thank you.